Okay, this is the next video in saving this Yard Machines mower. Yard Machines, by the way, is owned by the big company MTD, but that is what's on the vanity cover. Yard Machines 21 inch. It's 158 cc, so it should have good power. I put a weaker spring on there, so now my kill switch will work, even though the cable's a little rusty. Watch this now. See how that clears? There's a gap there, so it's going to be okay. And when you release it, see that it moves a little, which means it's contact. Maybe I get a little closer, right? And there, watch this now. See how it moved, the top part? That means there'll be a good electrical contact there. Okay. I've also removed the flywheel nut because I wanted to make sure that the flywheel key had not been sheared, and it has not. I've cleaned a lot of the mouse dirt away, and I've got a really old plug in there because the plug that was in there was the wrong one. It was too small, wrong model. I've removed the tank by taking out the 1/2 inch screw, the big one that holds the tank to the engine, goes in right there and runs through that hole right there. So the tank sits like that, with the 1/2 inch screw, and then there's a 3/8 inch screw that holds it right there in the front. And this is one of my tanks. I'm not going to mess with this one right now. It's got old gas in it, and it's all filthy. It needs to be cleaned, so I just need to put one of mine on here so I can try this thing out. So let me set the camera down, and we are going to put the tank on. Hold on a second. Yeah. Thank you for your patience. Oh, no, this is benefiting some people, so there you go. Now you can see what I'm doing. The tank is going to go on. Where'd my gloves go? Well, I'll use another pair. Here's these. The tank is going to go on by pushing it into place. And I've got to remember not to put any fuel in it yet, because I still need to install a discharge chute. And I don't want to do that when it's full of fuel and I'm having to tilt it and all that kind of stuff. But I made good progress on this mower. So the gasket and retaining clip are both in place there on this one. I tested it the other day with kerosene to make sure it primed, and it did. So I'm going to grab this little linkage right here that goes into this air vane, and it's got a little L-shaped wire on the end, and it goes into the big hole like in this throttle. Okay, now it's in there, and now you can swing it this way and it'll be in position and it won't come out. So now I'm gonna move this up a little. I'm gonna turn this gasket down or not gasket, this grommet, so it's touching that crankcase tube, the vent tube, and now I can push that in place. So it's in place, looking good. And the mistake you don't want to make is say, okay, I'm gonna attach this thing in this big screw. You'll break it. You've got to have this in place, this long metal washer. This screw goes through that. So this We're going to slip this in here so it's in between the tank and the engine. And now I'm going to push the screw in place and run it through there. And now that's all correct. Now this is flopping around. And by the way, it's going to try and grab that magnet, so I'm going to move the magnet out of the way. Okay. So now the magnet's not trying to get. I'm going to get one of the 3/8 screws. I wanted to sort of hold this in place as I tighten this. That way, when I come back and put this on, it'll be in the right location. It won't be down here. Then I have to take everything apart, you know, so don't want to do that. So I've got this in place, and I'm going to put my little 3/8 screw here, and just, you know, put 2 or 3 turns on it, just to hold this there. Okay, so now push that in, make sure it's in the right spot, and then 1 3/8 screw goes there. All right, there. You may have to move it around till you see that little hole. And now it's lined up. You start threading this in with your fingers. Come on, you. Sometimes it's hard to get this one started. Let me get something to help me. I'll try this one. This is my 3/8 head socket. And now get that in there. Yeah, that's much easier than trying to do it with this big old gloved hand. So I'm going to get that where it's kind of finger tight. Now I'm going to come back and do the 1/2 inch screw that holds the tank on. Okay. And now I can use this to tighten it. And I don't want it jerked out of my hand, so that's as loose as it'll go. 4 or 5 clicks. And there's that. So now I can come back with the 3/8 and tighten that one up. Same tightness. So now I've got my tank in place. It's secure. I've got this assembly here that serves as an extension to this washer that has to be in place. And it's in the correct position back here. All the carburetor linkage is correct. Let me show you what that looks like. So this is what it looks like. You want this big spring here that runs over to the wire loop. It clips on there. Then you have this tiny little spring which attaches here and there. And this tiny little spring is for fine adjustments. This is for rough adjustments. And this is designed to be flexible, so you can bend it out and it'll run faster, or you can bend this little arm in, it'll run slower. Same thing here. If you want it to run a little faster, this is a weak spring, so it's fine adjustment. You bend this back, and I move that a little just with my thumb, okay? So when this thing is turning, that fan is going to be moving this out of the way. Okay, if it slows down, it's going to go that way and let more gas and air mixture into the mower. All right. So that's where we are now. Pretty soon we're going to be pulling the cord on this thing. So stay tuned, guys.